Look, real talk for a second. Have you ever opened your banking app, not because you needed to check something, but because you felt nervous about what you might see? Like, you didn't buy anything insane. No new TV, no luxury vacation, no wild splurges. But somehow, your balance is lower than you expected. Again. And you're sitting there thinking, wait, where did my money even go? If that sounds even remotely like you, yeah, this video is about to get uncomfortably accurate. Because what's actually draining your net worth isn't one big dumb mistake. It's 5 tiny habits you barely notice that are silently wrecking your financial future. My name is Kai, and I spend way too much time thinking about personal finance and how normal people accidentally sabotage their money. If you're someone who keeps saying, I should be doing better financially, but somehow never feels like you're actually getting ahead, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. And here's the thing. Most people think building wealth is about making more money. And yeah, that helps, but what most people don't realize is that your habits matter more than your income. You can earn $100,000 a year and still be broke. You can earn $50,000 a year and quietly become wealthy. The difference is what you do with the small stuff. So let's talk about the 5 tiny habits causing the silent collapse of your net worth. Habit number 1. It's only $5 spending. Here's what most people don't realize. Your biggest financial enemy is not the $2,000 vacation. It's the $4 coffee, the $12 lunch, the $9 delivery fee, the $6 impulse Amazon buy. Because those feel harmless. It's literally $5. Relax. Okay, let's do actual math for a second. Say you spend $6 on coffee, $12 on lunch, $7 on random stuff. That's $25 a day. $25 a day times 365 days is $9,125 per year. Now let's say instead of spending that, you invested it into a basic S&P 500 index fund. Historically, the S&P 500 returns about 10% annually. $9,125 invested every year for 30 years at 10% becomes over $1.5 million. Let that sit for a second. Your daily "it's only $5" habits are literally costing you millions of dollars. Now, you might be thinking, Zach, I'm not giving up coffee forever. Be realistic. Totally fair. This is not about never enjoying your life. It's about intentional spending. Because here's what most people don't realize. You don't actually care about the coffee. You care about how it makes you feel. So instead of 5 coffees a week, make it 2. Instead of eating out every day, batch cook twice a week. Tiny changes, massive impact. Habit number 2, lifestyle inflation, the silent killer. This one is sneaky. You get a raise, you upgrade your car, you move into a nicer apartment, you start ordering DoorDash more, and suddenly you're making more money than ever, but you're still broke. Here's a brutal statistic. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 60% of Americans earning over $100,000 live paycheck to paycheck. Read that again. 6-figure earners still broke. Why? Lifestyle inflation. Every time your income goes up, your expenses quietly chase it. This is where it gets really interesting. Psychologically, your brain anchors your new income as your new normal. So instead of thinking, wow, I can invest an extra $1,000 a month, you think, cool, I can finally afford that nicer car. And that one decision can cost you hundreds of thousands in future wealth. Let's say you get a $12,000 raise. Option A, you upgrade your lifestyle and spend it all. Option B, you invest $1,000 a month for 25 years at 10%. That becomes over $1.3 million. Same money, wildly different outcome. Here's the fix. Anytime your income increases, automatically invest at least 50% of the raise. You still get a lifestyle upgrade, but future you gets rich. Habit number 3, carrying just a little credit card debt. Look, I get it. Debt feels normal now. According to Experian, the average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt at an average interest rate of over 22%. That is financial napalm. Here's what most people don't realize. Credit card interest doesn't just slow you down, it actively pushes you backwards. Let's say you have $6,000 in debt at 22% interest. If you only pay the minimum, you'll pay over $9,000 in interest, and it'll take more than 17 years to get out of debt. 17 years! Now imagine if, instead, you took the $400 a month you're wasting on interest and invested it at 10%. In 20 years, that becomes over $300,000. This is where it gets really interesting. Psychologically, debt keeps you stuck in survival mode. When your brain feels financially threatened, it makes short-term decisions. You eat out more, you avoid investing, you procrastinate big financial moves. So here's the actionable move. List all debts from highest interest to lowest. Throw every extra dollar at the highest interest. Freeze lifestyle upgrades until it's gone. It's not sexy, but it's life-changing. Habit number 4. Waiting to invest when things settle down. This one hurts because it feels logical. I'll start investing when I make more. I'll start investing after I pay off this one thing. I'll start investing next year. Here's the thing. Time matters more than money. Let's do the most important math in this entire video. Person A starts investing at 22. They invest $200 a month for 10 years. Then they stop completely. Person B waits till 32. They invest $200 a month for 30 years. At 10% returns, Person A ends up with more money than Person B, even though Person B invested 3 times as long. Why? Compound interest. Here's what most people don't realize. Every year you delay investing costs you hundreds of thousands in future wealth. So the fix is stupidly simple. Start with any amount, even $50 a month. Your goal is not to maximize returns. Your goal is to build the habit, because once the habit exists, the money follows. Habit number 5, not tracking where your money actually goes. This one is uncomfortable. Most people think they know where their money goes. They don't. A study from the Journal of Consumer Research found that people underestimate their spending by up to 30%. That means if you think you spend $3,000 a month, you're probably spending closer to $3,900. That's not a rounding error. That's a second rent payment. Here's what most people don't realize. You can't improve what you don't measure. Your brain lies to protect your ego. It minimizes dumb spending. It exaggerates necessary expenses. So here's the move. For 30 days, track every dollar. No judging, no changing habits, just observe. Then categorize: needs, wants, wealth building. Your goal is to move just 10% from wants to wealth building. That's it. That one change can add millions to your lifetime net worth. Bringing it all together. So let's recap the silent collapse. It's only $5 spending, lifestyle inflation, carrying high-interest debt, delaying investing, not tracking spending. None of these feel dramatic. That's the problem. They don't ruin your life today. They quietly erase your future. And here's the thing. You don't need a perfect budget. You don't need a finance degree. You don't need to make more money. You just need to fix one habit at a time. Start small. Be consistent. Let compound interest do the heavy lifting. Look, future you is either insanely grateful that you watched this video or deeply annoyed that you didn't take it seriously. There is no third option. So here's your challenge. Pick one habit from this list and fix it this week. Not next month, not eventually, this week. If this video helped you see your money differently, hit the thumbs up, subscribe for more no BS financial advice, and drop a comment saying which habit you're fixing first. Because small changes today create massive freedom tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next one.